Hey, what's up? What's up? What y'all got going on? I know it's a little late. It's a little late, but if y'all can't catch the live, catch the replay, okay? Catch the replay. I know it's a little late, but that's okay. We got 9 people in the building. Hey, VP, how are you? I hope y'all had a wonderful, blessed Thursday. Tomorrow was Friday. This week went by so fast. I start work on the 20th. Oh my God, I cannot wait. I have not been unemployed this long. I have not, God is so good. Whoo, God is so good, y'all. Yes, yes, yes. God is so good. Because hey, Braves, I was putting so much wear and tear on my car, y'all would not even understand. Y'all know I done drove all of these miles, 17 hours here, 17 hours back. Then I went back again 17 hours and came back 17 hours. So in the last month, I would say I done probably put about 5 or 6 thousand miles on my car. No exaggeration. I don't even like to look at it. I don't even like to look at I turned it off so I can't even look at how many miles on there. But it's about to be over with. God is so good. Thank you, God. I can get my car situated. Of course, I need to get me a tune up, oil change, all of that. Doing food delivery puts a lot of wear and tear on a vehicle. And I've been doing this since February, since I had got fired. So it's been a lot of wear and tear. Hey, Peggy, what's up, Major? Shorty's mom in the building. So yes, hey Shannon, I'm so excited, y'all. I can't even tell y'all, I'm so excited. Like, hey Empress, God is just so good. I just wanted to give him some praise because, hmm, I was getting to a point where I need to maybe try to invest in a scooter or something because, this is the only car I have. It's my only mode of transportation. And what the song say, take me through there. I took it through there. Whatever they say on the song, it went through there. But yeah, y'all, welcome to the live. The first thing we gonna talk about, we got 19 people, 20 people in the building. Please hit the like on the way in. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I do have I am back monetized on YouTube. Super chats, cash apps, whatever are available, stickers, whatever. I know it's coming. I already know. I'm praising God in advance. But let me tell y'all, I think I might have led Rose to God. Because y'all know Sunday I made this post. And let me tell y'all how things work. So Sunday I made the post and I told y'all I'm trying to start a new journey. I've always been transparent about everything. I told y'all I was trying to start a new journey. So why the lady of the night say she's a child, whatever she says, she's a child of God, which is nothing wrong with that. Just don't play with that man. Just don't play with God. That's all I can tell you. Just don't play with him. Don't play with him at all. Don't play with God. Now, just, give me some thank yous for being I've been such a teacher to you, lady. I've been such a teacher to you. I have taught you so much. I taught you about CarMax. I taught you about a lot of things. You'll never give me my credit, but it's okay. Hey, stay woke. I taught you about a lot of things, but you know, you want to follow me on the journey with God too? Come on, I can't deny you that. I can't deny you to follow me on this journey. That's the best thing you could ever copied if you being for real with it. But I don't think you for real. I think you're just saying something because you're trying to get shock value. I think you're really on some Krishan Rock type stuff, just to be honest. I think you playing with God. Now you don't play with a lot of people, but I'll tell you what, God is not a man that you want to play with. You know, that's not somebody that you want to play with. So it's just so ironic after I share my little journey that now you don't want to do OnlyFans no more and you tell me that you a child of God. Praise the Lord. Maybe she done being a woman of the night. If she is, that's good. You still have time to repent, girl. That's all I'm gonna tell you. But as far as you playing your husband and changing the name of the channel and doing all of that, I feel like you're plotting on something even bigger. You've made him to the point where if y'all divorce or whatever the case is, he's going to have to pay you child support. So my thing is this: can she get child support from Adonis and him at the same time, or is that like double jeopardy, double child support? I want to know. So can she get child support for both of them at the same time? Or how is that going to work? Because it's only a matter of time. And you wanted this man to adopt those kids, change their names. We all know how it go, man. We've been on the play for a really long time. We've been on the play. And y'all, hey Teresa. Oh, so she can get child support? No, once she let me know some, because I don't know. Don't make me pull up the rules and the regulations for the states, honey. Because, well, if he was behind, I wonder did it cancel out the past due child support? I wonder how that worked. I'm gonna have to investigate and find out about that. If it canceled out the past due child support, because this is like double dipping at this point. Um, Once he adopts them, she can. Okay, we're gonna have to figure it out. We'll figure it out. We figure out everything else. We're pretty smart. We'll figure it out. But yeah. Now, as far as changing the name on the channel and doing all this and the other, I just feel like he should be concerned. I feel like he should be concerned. No, I'm talking about the oldest two. Hey, Chrissy. Good to see you, boo. So when you adopt, you take all financial responsibility. It's not like foster care. Okay, so then we want to know, can she get the back child support still? Or is that gone out the window? We go find out. Chrissy, do you know? Since the kids getting adopted or whatever, and she done changed the name of the channel. She got her exit strategy pretty much, in my opinion. She's working on her exit strategy. It's going to be something very epic and just crazy. And so I just feel like it's always a plot and a scheme brewing. It's always some kind of scheme or plot brewing. Always some kind of scheme and plot brewing in the background, But yeah, Chrissy, so they're legally her. The other ladies were correct. Okay. So yeah, Chrissy. So I made a little post Sunday, and I told y'all, I'm trying to get closer to God or whatever, and it's a process for me, and it's just something that I need to do, something that I want to do, something that my spirit is telling me to do, right? And so now all of a sudden on her OnlyFans, it's gone, and she's a child of God. Like, I'm glad that she's following. And like I said, for everybody that just came, it's nothing wrong with people getting saved and changing their life. I'm all for it. But just don't play with God. If you decide you can't play with God because you're going to be out here looking like Krishan Rock, okay? Playing with God will have you out here looking like Krishan Rock. You will age really, really fast, and it won't be good. He's not somebody that you can play with. You don't pick him up or put him down. If you done being a woman of the night, that's good. Maybe you are delivered from being a woman of the night, a Jezebel. Hopefully you're delivered from that, those sex demons that you had. But only time will tell. She changed the name of the channel. Hey, Brat, change the name of the channel, y'all. I feel like she's just slowly plotting, and there's something brewing. That's just how I feel. I feel like it's something brewing. And we gonna find out about that back child support for sure. But I feel like because she know now that he got to keep a job, because Diane them, I don't think they go take care of him no more. So she know he got to keep a job at this point because he has embarrassed himself to the point of no return. So a lot of people probably don't even want to deal with him, including family members and formal friends or whatever the case, because he's allowed her to make him look like the biggest clown in America. Okay, and the Rose Miller, honey. Yes, the. This is funny to me. Talking about that dummy. Current future support. Once the adoption is completed, the prior parent is no longer required to pay child support going forward. The adopted parents take full financial and legal responsibility. So maybe she feel like she can get more than the $400 a month. She's planning her escape. If Bertha adopts the children, he will be legally responsible for all four. He's not going to adopt them. Oh, wow. I'm telling you, working on her exit strategy. Maybe she finna go run off with a minister or something, honey. I don't know. Maybe she finna go hook up with one of the deacons at her daddy church. I don't know what's. Maybe she met a deacon on OnlyFans, a sugar daddy deacon. We don't know. Only time will tell. We'll just have to wait and see. But we will see, just like we see about everything else. We don't miss nothing. Hey, Rose. Congratulations on stopping your only fan. What if he adopts them and then he leaves her and the kids? Hmm. I mean, I think she just trying to get Adonis to respond. He not responding. He's completely checked out. He does not care. He's checked out until they turn 18. He don't care. I'm actually trying to link up with him since I'm out here now. I'm trying to link up with him. Because I want to do a sit down interview with him. I think that'll be epic. Since we're in the same vicinity right now. Yep. So now the older boys have no father. I do want to do a sit down with him. I want to do lunch or something. I want to meet up with him. I want to do an interview. I want to let him talk. And I just feel like he won't never have to discuss it again. But we go pray for that. Hey, butterfly, God go put it together. He put so much other stuff together, bringing channels back. It ain't nothing that he cannot do. So we go look out for that. We're most definitely going to look out for that. But as far as you calling yourself rebranding, my thing is this. You know, I'll say this. I'll never say that people can't change because change is constant. But it's not the outside, it's your heart, it's the inside, it's your spirit. Because what do they say? Out of the mouth comes the words from the heart. So whatever you saying out of your mouth is coming from your heart. Whether you act like you're mad or you just mad right now, everything that you're saying, it's out of the mouth, the heart speaks, if it goes like that. Okay. They've been served by the ex and now they trying to move money. Could be. Could be. She'll be 85 plus before he responds to her. He's living his life and his other kids. He don't care. Yeah, I know he don't care, but you know what I'm saying? If we could just do a little 15 minutes, Adonis, give us a 15-minute interview, a 15-minute sit down. It's sad, especially number two saying we don't have a stepdad anymore, referring to Adonis. That was never their stepdad. Mm, mm, mm. Y'all don't know. He might respond. Y'all be shocked and surprised. We don't know. We ain't just go call it out yet. We ain't go just say he ain't. Mm, he may feel good that he's free. He may have a lot to say since he's free. He already had a lot to say previously. So he probably got a lot more to say. And Adonis, if you're listening, I never tried to betray your trust. Um, I do apologize for letting my emotions get the best of me and talking about the daddy son. You know, I apologize for that as a woman. I should have never said about the daddy son. Girl, yeah. So look, no, I'm clicking my highlighter. It's my highlighter, girl. That's what I'm doing. Let me quit clicking that. But yeah, so we got 41 people in the building. They over here. What else y'all know real quick before we move on? Why they over here? Because they finna leave soon as we get done talking about her. Let me see. What else did y'all find out? I need to know. I caught some of T Goddess. I was trying to catch the replay. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. We have something really exciting coming up. One of the Tosh Mob. I'm not going to announce it right now. She told me to wait. She's People are doing epic things behind the scene. People are making impacts. People are being blessed left and right. God is working things out, moving and shaking. It's a lot of stuff that's going on in a lot of y'all lives behind the scene. And yeah, that's what's going on. What you say you found that the Bertha is an extra for Men in Black. So has he purchased another shirt or does he still have the same button down shirt with the stain on it? Because we just want to know. Okay, and so let me go ahead and take this off the screen. So this live is a lot of for the TikTok community. It's for a lot of the people on TikTok, and it's for a lot of the trolls that was in the chat that night. So pretty much everybody kept saying during this whole thing, why don't y'all fight them? Why don't y'all do this? Why don't y'all do that? Kept telling us to fight them, to do this, to do that. Y'all know how bad I wanted to go in how bad I wanted to go in, and how bad my kids wanted to go in. God controlled our tongue. Well, he didn't control our tongues. I'm gonna take him out of that because we said some nasty stuff. A lot of people saying they commend us. Most people. So a lot of people on TikTok are saying they wasn't worth going to jail for. That we should have fought. Yeah, I know. I know it's mixed, but most of the people are saying y'all should have fought. So 90% of the TikTok community is saying y'all should have fought. It couldn't have been me. I would have did this. I would have did that. 10% is saying I commend y'all for staying calm, and they were not worth going to jail or get a record. And so we go get into that. Ooh, she said, look like the shirt stretched to the heavens again. I'm not finna play with you, Braves. I'm not about to play with you. Okay, so yeah, the TikTok community and all the trolls that were in the chat. First of all, I'm gonna tell you this. I'm 42 years old. Nobody can ever send me off. Okay, I would never allow the internet to hype me up to the point that I just do some dumb, stupid stuff, like having somebody house swatted, making false CPS reports, just doing reckless stuff online. And first of all, for all of you TikTok people, you did right by fighting. Exactly. For all you TikTok people and the ones that saying, y'all, we would help y'all get out, this, that. First of all, y'all don't even know our names. Okay. So what was y'all gonna do? Y'all was gonna call the jail and say, is the mama and the daughters that was on that was fighting with the crazy people, are they booked in here? So how was y'all gonna get us out if y'all don't even know our names or y'all don't know nothing? But y'all was telling us to go to jail. A lot of people would have took the bait and yeah, I'm gonna do it. It was some scuffling, but then nobody get whooped. We made the right decision. Exactly. So let me go ahead and share the screen with y'all so I can show y'all some of the main reasons that we didn't go to jail. Do you hear me? Some of the main reasons that we did not go to jail. Once again, we were in Fulton County. We were in Fulton County during this whole episode. That's where we were. We were in Fulton County. Okay. Where my damn video? Oh shit! Why is Dante London up there? We don't want to see him. Dante London trying out for American Idol. Watch later. What the hell? Hold on, y'all. I gotta put up my watch later list. Oh no, she did change the name. Let me get out. Why did it go on there, girl? It's a family date night. The Rose Miller. She's a corporation, so she changed it to the. She's a whole corporation. Turn it on. I don't want to see that. She ain't finna strike me. I don't even know why she popped up. She's a whole organization now, guys. Okay, let's go over here so I can show y'all why we did not want to go to jail. And it's not just because of the videos. It's also because we know people personally that were in there in the Fulton County jail. It's no joke. It's
When it
no
came time
joke.
to take things to the next level, I knew that I had to make a website, and Wix.
Our first story, understaffed, dangerous, and unsupervised. Those are just some of the words a federal investigator used to describe the ongoing crisis inside the Fulton County Jail. The federal report revealed that most floors of the Rice Street facility have just one deputy or detention officer supervising around 200 detainees. Channel 2's Michael Seiden live for us now in Northwest Atlanta. And Michael, you saw that 40-page document filed in federal court. What'd you see?
Yeah, George, we all remember this is part of that deal with the U.S. Department of Justice. We know that there were monitors. That's what they call them.
Okay, first of all, it's one guard for 200 inmates.
They toured this jail back in May. Then late last week, the lead monitor filed her report in federal court, and she didn't hold back when she described the problems happening right now inside this facility on Rice Street.
There's nothing surprising in that report to me.
Prominent criminal defense attorney Brian Tevis spoke with me via Zoom from his downtown Atlanta office Monday, just minutes before he was preparing to meet with one of his clients now being held behind bars at the infamous Fulton County Jail on Rice Street.
I've had cases myself where clients are attacked by other people with or without a weapon, multiple people jumping on them.
Tevis is talking about the disturbing findings revealed in a report filed on August 21st in federal court. Kathleen Kinney, the lead monitor and author of the report, toured the main jail on May 19th and described what she saw during her time inside. Most floors in the main jail were staffed with only one deputy or detention officer, she wrote. This lone deputy was responsible for approximately 200 residents who were housed in 6 separate housing zones. She also described how the severe understaffing at the main jail has given inmates the opportunity to smuggle in contraband. Some of the weapons are used to burn holes in the windows to allow drones to drop drugs, weapons, and other contraband into the jail, virtually unabated and undetected, she noted. The doors do not lock, phones do not work, showers are unsanitary, plumbing fixtures and lights remain unrepaired, and video tablets are broken. But the problems begin well before people are booked into jail. In fact, the intake area includes 3 separate holding tanks where most people were packed in so tightly that they could not sit or lie down, according to the report.
Okay, and so y'all thought TikTok. This is TikTok. TikTok. Y'all thought that me at my big age was about to go to Fulton County Jail. And by the way, and I'm not trying to brag, it's unfortunate, but she brought it upon herself. Delta did officially let the mother go. She made a group trying to ask people to pray for her. She said she was fired for no reason. The lady said she was fired. The crip walking minister, evangelist, said she was fired from Delta Airlines for no reason. And she is in a group asking people to pray for her.
Many people have been held in these inhumane conditions for 5 to 7 days.
The easiest fix to a staffing problem or a housing problem in the jails is to reduce the number of people you have in jail for drug charges, nonviolent offenses.
Now, we did reach out to Sheriff.
Hold on, let's get inside. Let's get inside. Now, this is a sad story. This is a really sad story.
Okay, if there's one AI site builder you need to meet, it's this dope tech from Wix.
And then if we would have went to jail, where was they going to put us at? Where were they going to put us if you can't even get it? That's why they kept coming. There wasn't nowhere else to take people. That's why the people didn't go to jail.
Meantime, we want to take you to the Fulton County Jail, boy, where problems persist as an inmate is facing charges for assaulting another inmate. Angelique Proctor following this story for us. Angelique, the victim, we understand, is in very, very serious condition this afternoon.
That is right, Tom. We are actually at Grady Memorial Hospital where Terriana Ledbetter is still here on life support in critical condition inside the intensive care unit. And her family spoke out for the first time today. This is a family that is really hurting, a family just devastated by this development. And they tell me they have so many questions about how and why this happened to her while she was in the.
Let me tell y'all, the person that we know personally, Alcatraz, I'm telling you, the person that we know personally, okay, had prayer for him and everything. He was in Fulton County. He was being extorted. He had to, every day, he had to get somebody to get cash out somebody $100 or they were going to unalive him. He was really, really young. You know, he got caught up in some stuff. He ended up going to jail, Fulton County. He got shanked up and stabbed up while he was in there. His family was looking for him for 2 days. They didn't even know the boy was in the hospital. And he was already skinny. He wasn't a big guy. He was little. Okay. So while he's on the phone talking to his family, they're standing in front of him while he on the phone with a shank. But look how God worked. He was Haitian. He doesn't speak, I don't know what they call the language. He doesn't speak it fluently, right? But his parents do. Creole. And so God saved him. And God is a good God because you know what happened? He was able to speak in that language to his parents on the phone. and his sister. He was a that's how we knew what was going on. That's how we knew what was happening. That's how everybody knew everything, because that's the only thing that saved his life, is that he was able to speak in Creole, and the people that were extorting him didn't understand what he was saying. Okay, so he had to pretend that he was going to unalive himself to get moved. Y'all, the boy was in there a whole, going on probably a month and a half, I think. Every single day, they had to cash out these people $100 or they were going to unalive him in the Fulton County Jail.
Custody of the Fulton County Jail. Now take a look at this picture. This was shared with us by her family. This is the 20-year-old from her hospital bed. Now her mother says that Tariana really does not even look like herself and that she is unresponsive at this time. The mother says the 21-year-old is on life support, as I stated. We also learned today that she is disabled, and her mother says she reads on a 6th grade level. Gloria Buckner, who is the mother, says she believes her daughter should have never been in a cell with the 27-year-old Shania White. Now, White has been charged with aggravated assault, aggravated battery, and tampering with evidence. But many supporters of the Ledbetter family believe the entire system failed this inmate. John C. Barnett traveled to Atlanta from Mississippi to address this case.
And she's been here for 6 months, and the first court date, public defender didn't show up. Second court date, public defender didn't show up. Third court date, public defender didn't show up, which kind of makes me believe that if by chance he had showed up and got a bond hearing for Miss Gloria's daughter, she may not have gotten beaten so bad last week. Second problem, this is a problem inside this jail. The Department of Justice already has some umbrella over this jail in reference to the treatment and the way it looks. It's probably number 2 compared to the Parchment prison. That prison, they said it's inhumane. Even a dog don't need to stay there. This is number 2 to me. And so in saying that, the third bullet, of course, is the court date is backed up, the court dockets. And it's imperative that the sheriff department get with the public defenders, and the public defenders get with the court clerk of courts, so they can schedule these court dates to get these women out of here. And I would say a fourth.
Fannie playing around. Fannie is playing around. This place is I wouldn't have made it in there. Y'all know I wouldn't have made it in there now. Come on. Come on. Maybe Cobb County. Fulton County, I wasn't going to make it. And she wasn't going to sing me to that jail. I was not about to let her sing me to jail. She was trying to sing me right to jail. Oh, I was on live. Yeah, they seen it.
Well, it would be mental health. This lady has special needs. So you put special needs at ripe age of 20. She just turned 20, and yet she's beaten to death and left under the bed. She was found under the bed.
And another allegation from this family, they are saying that the Fulton County Sheriff's Office did not contact them immediately after this attack. They went on to say that once they did talk with Sheriff Patrick Labatt, they describe him as being insensitive, and they went on to say that he even got angry with Miss Buckner while talking about the case.
Hey, TT.
She's basically reading on a 6th grade level, and you throw a 20-year-old in a week after her birthday and you hand her back to me and say this is mine. I demand justice. I demand for Fulton County to give me my answers. I demand for them to let my child go, and immediately within the next 24 hours. Like, I am tired of waiting and having to still go through your messed up system, to where this is a shame for any person to get locked up and not have the support in the jail, no matter what they have done. These people still deserve to be punished the way that they should, but not treated like animals, dogs, and it's just unfit, crowded. And you take a 27-year-old with a 20-year-old that's reading on a 6th grade level and beat my baby like she was nothing. Let alone you let 5-6 days go by and media people know, and I did not know what happened or where my child was.
Now, the national activist says he plans to notify the FBI, the GBI, and the Justice Department to have all of.
Okay, so this is my thing with the civil rights people, with the activists, and this is my thing with them. Okay, I think it was an assault or something, this is my thing with these activists and these civil rights, the people that come out when some. Okay, so why do y'all pick and choose who y'all gonna help when y'all sit around and see injustice and stuff like this going on all over every day? Okay, the only time these people try to step up and help somebody is if they feel like somebody finna get a lawsuit. You know what I'm saying? That's the only time they come out the woodworks. They watch stuff happen all day, every day, just like us. People need help. Families need help. All of this kind of stuff. You never see these people until somebody is about to get a lawsuit and they know it's about to be some millions of dollars involved. That's when they pop out. Where we all at when we had to camp out in the hallway and these videos went viral, not just my situation, so many other situations that go on, the stuff with YouTube and all of this kind of stuff that go on, and y'all are never there. Y'all don't even care about these people. Y'all only care about a check.
Them take a closer look at the Fulton County
Hey,
jail.
Golden.
Keep in mind there is already a consent decree, and the Justice Department had already been investigating the jail, and so they want to see those investigators to return back to the jail because they believe this jail should be closed. Now, we did ask questions. The one question that the advocate kept asking is how many more people have to die or be injured like this before something is done. And keep in mind, this.
How many times does it have to be a big lawsuit and you seeing numbers before something is done? Why is it all about money if y'all care so much about Black people, African Americans, people that are being done wrong, treated poorly, unfairly, all of this kind of stuff? Why do y'all only care when the people getting some damn money?
This young lady is still here on life support. Her mother says she has injuries all over her body. Tom.
Boy, Angelique, your heart goes out to that family, especially listening to them and the attorney at the news conference there. So, you know, when I'm listening to all this happen, I'm thinking this is happening on both sides of the jail, the men's side and the women's side.
Right, that is what their allegation is. And one of the things that they spoke about is that they believe that the public defender's office also failed Ms. Ledbetter because they say she had 3 court hearings where the public defender did not show up. The mother says she went to the courtroom, but the public defender was not there in the case.
Did the public defender get fired? Because where the hell is she at? Oh, my God. Oh, no, y'all think I was finna go. I wasn't finna damn go there, ma'am.
What if you could taste the movies?
We turned that idea into an $11.3 million business.
New at 6, only Channel 2 Action News taking you inside a raid of the Fulton County Jail. And this is just some of what strike teams confiscated. Things like drugs, cell phones, shanks, a makeshift hatchet, even a bullet. Channel 2 investigative reporter Mark Winnie has this exclusive story live from Northwest Atlanta. And Mark, the sheriff believes someone actually used drones to get stuff into the hands of inmates.
And the Fulton County Sheriff's Office says this is some of the contraband recovered in the massive shakedown we were on inside the Fulton County Jail. And a lot of the illegal cell phones, which can go for thousands inside the jail, drugs and tobacco recovered, came into the jail via illegal drone drops. Wait till you see the ingenuity involved, however misguided.
The assignment is very simple, ladies and gentlemen. The only thing we're going up here to do is a massive shakedown. We're looking for.
I'm going to keep saying, who was finna go there? Me and my kids wasn't damn near finna go. No, ma'am. Keep singing. We wasn't finna go there.
Or any weapons, drugs, or any contraband that the inmates are not supposed to have.
Sheriff Pat Labatt says the Fulton County Sheriff's Office jail strike team struck a vein of contraband quickly in the first zone they hit.
This is a cell phone and charger found within seconds of hitting this unit.
Yes.
On the high security 7th floor of the Fulton County Jail.
This has been a high priority area for us with respect to drone activity.
And before Saturday morning was done, men and women normally assigned not just to the jail, but to the courthouse and across the sheriff's office, who had assembled in the early morning darkness, had amassed a massive amount of dangerous material inmates aren't supposed to have, but did.
Yolanda.
Lots of makeshift weapons, including shanks, even a makeshift hatchet, cell phones, even a bullet, suspected drugs. The Fulton County Sheriff's Office says all this from one shakedown. These are more than a half dozen suspected crack pipes?
Yes.
Taken from inside the jail.
Yep.
Girl, they in there doing crack and everything. I wasn't finna go up there with them. No, I'm sorry.
The sheriff says the shakedown turned up 22 illegal cell phones, suspected marijuana, tobacco, plenty of pills, even a bottle labeled as the prescription drug promethazine. And then there are the weapons.
I'm surprised the building's still standing.
Most of the weapons made from things stripped out of the building.
From the plumbing shafts to the lighting fixtures.
It smells like it.
We had watched as the stuff piled up in that one zone.
Hey, Anna.
Where those come from?
Cell 504.
It's just that commissary kiosk.
But what's it turned into?
The charging station.
This is marijuana from California. This is found in the cells. And that's marijuana?
Yes, sir. How did that drone get in the window? Through the inmates burning, they use, as you can see, the exposed wires up as the light fixtures, so they'll use that to start fires, and then they will just sit there until they can melt away the plastic. So the reason why now the inmates burn the holes inside of the windows is because they're using drones.
We told the story of drones in prisons, but drone drops are now a major factor in the contraband trade at the Fulton County Jail.
Absolutely. Some have crash landed and ultimately with different types of payloads.
Ain't trial. 15 on right. I'm awaiting trial.
Innocent or guilty?
I'm innocent. I'm innocent.
Near the zone, we got shakedown reaction from one inmate.
We don't have no problems back here. These folk coming up here tagging us. We ain't got no problems up here.
The inmate we interviewed on camera earlier
This man just said they don't have no problems. Okay, it ain't no problems. Okay. All right.
this morning. What'd you find in the cell he shares with somebody else?
We collected 2 cell phones out of that cell.
You know anything about a couple of cell phones?
No name about no contraband. No name about no contraband, no cell. I'm here awaiting trial.
In fairness, Natalie Ammons with the sheriff's office says there is no way to know if the cell phones belong to the inmate we interviewed, a cellmate, or someone else, and he was not charged with them. And I guess this image puts a fine point on the danger faced by staff and inmates here in the Fulton County Jail. The sheriff's office says the jail staff does smaller shakedowns on a regular basis, but the last one of this magnitude was shortly before Thanksgiving. Live inside.
Man, it'll be a cold day in hell if I let somebody sit me up there. I'm telling you. I ain't that damn dumb now. Come on. I ain't that dumb, baby. I'm not finna go over there. No. I'm not going to Fulton County.
We are not a traditional cafe. We're completely unconventional. And my Wix website really has to capture the same magic.
Metro Atlanta family believes Fulton County Jail is more like a war zone. They're upset after they say 3 inmates attacked and stabbed their loved ones, and they refused to give money. Fulton County Jail officials say they've launched an investigation. Fox 5's Angelique Proctor has looked into what happened. She joins us now.
I told y'all that's what happened to the person that we know that was in Fulton County. They stabbed him up, stood in front of him while he was on the phone. $100 a day just to stay alive. $100 a day.
Now live from the jail with more. Angelique?
Well, good afternoon to you, Tom. Jail officials say there was an incident that happened here at the Fulton County Jail that led this inmate to be rushed to Grady Hospital. They haven't told us much beyond that.
Hey, Jane Doe and Chubbs, you need to go to sleep.
His family tells us that he was stabbed and assaulted by 3 inmates they believe were trying to kill him.
The gang members is running the jail. They're saying if you want our protection, you're going to have to give money.
The Cherry family says their son and grandson, Jacob Howard, was jumped by 3 inmates they believe are in a gang and were trying to extort the 23-year-old. Howard was arrested July 11th after a high-speed chase with the Georgia State Patrol and APD. The family says as a new inmate, Howard was immediately singled out.
Jacob called her several times with guys in the background aggressively asking Jacob's child's mother to send some money so he can be protected. So when he said he wasn't sending no money, I guess the phone hung up.
That was July 18th. The family says they called repeatedly but got no answers. They claim jail officials even lied to them and said Jacob was fine.
Lisa was calling, his girlfriend was calling, I was calling.
When they finally talked to Jacob, he told them he had been stabbed and that he had been at Grady Memorial Hospital in excruciating pain.
The dudes came into his room and he seen, I guess they call it a shank. He ended up fighting one guy, and then the next guy came and jumped him. I don't know what his third guy came, but they ended up stabbing him in his back. I don't know how many times, and he said he had a hole in his shoulder.
The family says Jacob suffered a punctured lung. They still haven't seen him, and they want the governor to step in.
Where is the officer supposed to be protecting the residents? The governor needs to get involved. Governor Kemp needs to get involved.
To me?
Tell us. Tell us.
After.
Now listen to Lil Woody. He didn't even want to go to the Fulton County Jail.
January 10th, people started shooting at me and my family. February, I went to jail for trying to protect me and my baby and my girl at the time. They put me in Rice Street on some stuff called medical flow. It's somewhere hid in the jail. It stink. It's crazy people in there talking, yelling through the door, putting feces all on the window and on the wall. They locked me in the room. It's one door right here, it's one door right here, and it's another door back here, and it's another door back here. I'm behind this door. I don't see nobody, I don't talk to nobody, I'm by myself. I'm at the verge of losing my mind. People trying to shoot at me while they got me locked in this room. I can't talk to nobody. I can't see nobody. I'm locked in this room. They held me in that room for 3 weeks. I got out of jail. I had a court date for another county where I never even been to for some charges I never even did. I don't steal out of stores. I went down to that courthouse and tried to get it situated. Went in the wrong courtroom, told the deputy, hey, my name is such, such, such. I missed court. I'm here to fix it. He said, oh, I gave him my name, told him what happened. He said, oh, you got a warrant, and he locked me up. They put me right back in jail. I stayed in jail a whole month. I had to use the money for selling my four-wheeler to pay an attorney to come represent me. I got the lawyer to come represent me. That lawyer, he got me a bond. A friend of mine gave my baby mama the money to pay my bond. She paid my bond. I got out of jail. The very next day, Atlanta police came into the gym with a whole lot of them. They got me, said that this my bag, this my gun. They took me from my neighborhood to Turnerfield. They questioned me. I told them it wasn't my gun. They let me go. They came back and get me June 10th. They questioned me. I was at the verge of losing my mind because every time I come outside, they keep locking me up. They got me. They did it. They held me in the interrogation room for a whole day, probably. I don't know. They put me right back in Rice Street, put me right back behind all these doors. They constantly kept doing it to me. You know what I mean? Like, I don't, at this point, like, man, I'm tired of keep reliving this stuff. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it, man. I'm sitting right here. I got cramps, man. I got knots in my stomach, man. I haven't ate none. I tried to eat yesterday. I haven't ate today. Y'all sitting up here. I asked for a break. I asked, I'm in pain right now. I understand it might be my fault. I'm telling y'all, I made it up. I lied. Damn, man. This is crazy. I'm telling y'all, my stomach hurting, man.
Well, to the honorable court's order, we're going to be leaving in a little bit of time.
Woody.
Can you try to just listen to the JW240EE that I just said?
Woody said he
Put
hungry.
in your earphone if you don't. Mr. Copeland.
He said he hungry. They got him up there in the damn, steady taking him back to damn jail.
Build a website you love with Wix. For your words.
Commentators now calling the large Atlanta jail one of the worst in the country. Well, I spoke to a parent of an inmate who is not going to disagree with that assessment. There is one thing the former president has in common with the 3,500 or so inmates on the floors Thursday at the Fulton jail. Aside from that common mugshot, life is starkly different for the everyday arrestee.
I'm not inside, but what I can hear has got worse.
A parent of an inmate incarcerated for a lengthy period said conditions are worse in 2023.
More stabbings, more beatings, more stealing everything they got.
Fox 5 has shown disturbing videos of violence. This scene not connected to the most recent parent to come forward. Aside from the extreme incidents, more mundane issues diminish what the parent calls a level of humanity that should be present.
They give them one jumpsuit to wear, and if somebody steals their jumpsuit, they have to do without for days. My son says it's disgusting, bare butt naked.
Inspectors from Washington have been at the jail.
They pressure washed all the bathrooms and the floors and all that stuff. They turned the hot water on, and they had hot water in there for that one day. And then they turned it back off.
He says the biggest factor is control. Gang members appear to have it on most floors.
Make them give them $15 to $30 a week to buy what they want to. The level of worry is really off the chart.
This is crazy. And this is the last little video we finna watch, but I just wanted y'all to know why I didn't want to go to Fulton County Jail. Like, you know, this man got ate alive by bed bugs in jail. How was this man allowed to get eaten alive by bed bugs in jail, in Fulton County Jail?
You guys ready?
Everybody ready?
Not yet. Just let me know. Just give me the okay. And
you know they about to get the biggest settlement in American history.
they want you to hold the hold it up again. Yeah, hold it up as well. Hold it up like that. How you doing? I think I want you to hold it up during the press conference. That just like kind of keep it up. Let her hold that side, if you don't mind. You stay with me, Brad. Yeah. Let me let you guys know in the beginning. After I finish speaking, he's the family representative. He is LaShawn Thompson's brother. If you want to ask your family questions, he'll be the only one speaking on behalf of the family. Ask him questions, okay? Brad McCray.
B-R-A-D, Brad McCray, M-C-C-R-A-E. Phone? So step on the phone, look.
Phone. Oh.
What is it?
Is that your phone?
McCray, M-C-C-R-A-E. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so where's the rest of the damn family at? He finna retire after this. He finna retire.
All right, we're getting started. Okay. All right, thank you. All right, whenever you're ready.
When he get paid off this case, he retiring. He retiring after this.
You guys ready? All right. So we are here today on behalf of an inmate named LaShawn Thompson. He was an inmate in the Fulton County Jail. He was brought there on a misdemeanor charge of assault in June of 2022. He was there for 3 months. He had mental health issues, and he was found in a deplorable, filthy jail cell body was eaten and infested by insects and bugs. This was a deplorable situation. The cell he was in was not fit for a diseased animal. I have photographs here, and I want you guys to take a look at this, of the cell that he was housed in. This is inexcusable and it's deplorable. We're asking for Fannie Willis, the DA of Fulton County, to launch a criminal investigation into the death of LaShawn Thompson. And we are also asking for the Fulton County Commissioners to close the jail and to build a new one. The Sheriff Patrick Labatt has been asking for a new jail. If this is what it takes to get a new jail in Fulton County, that's what we have to do. There is no excuse for a mentally ill inmate to be left alone in a jail, abandoned to die. We have jail reports showing they saw Mr. Thompson deteriorating. The medical staff and the officers saw him deteriorating in the last few weeks before he died. They did nothing to help him. Nothing. They found.
This is sad. Okay, Anna. This is sad.
Found him dead in his cell, lying there, infested with bed bugs and lice, and that's what killed him. It is inexcusable. It should not happen in Fulton County, and we need answers. We have the family here, Mr. Thompson's family. Now, Mr. Thompson is not from Atlanta, and they are not from Atlanta. They have been in contact with him over the last couple of years as their family member, but unfortunately he had mental health issues, and he ended up in the Fulton County Jail here, and that is where he died. Again, it's an inexcusable death. It is an outrage, and we're calling on all the citizens of Fulton County to demand better and to demand a new jail. We'd be happy to answer any questions.
Mr. McRae, want to address that too?
Sure.
Mr. McRae, do you share his call on the county to close the jail? And do you call on your fellow the attorney's call for the jail to be closed and for an investigation to be launched of what happened to your brother?
Yes, sir. I fully support when he said that jail should be closed because nobody should be housed like this. It was a crazy incident that happened, and we want justice for it.
And an investigation of his death as well?
Yes, sir. We want a full investigation.
And what was your reaction to seeing the images of your brother covered in those bugs and the condition of the jail cell?
It was heartbreaking because nobody should be seen like that. Nobody should see that. But the first thing that entered my mind was Emmett Till. I thought about Emmett Till. Comparing those photos, it was heartbreaking. It was hard to look at.
Can you tell us about your brother? I'm sorry for your loss. What was his personality like? Where did he go to school? What were his interests?
He went to school at Winter Haven High School in Florida. He liked the music. He loved listening to music, headphones. He loved dancing. He liked cooking. So he was a playful person, a good-hearted person. He didn't deserve this.
When was the last time you talked to your brother?
We talked to him periodically throughout the years. Like he said, he's not from Atlanta, but he loved Atlanta. And he would always call my sister and check in, and we would always...
Okay, hold on. I don't want this to come out the wrong way. The same thing happened with George Floyd when he died. It's just sad. Like, if you guys remember on the news, like, he had brothers and sisters that were not in his life his last year or two of being alive. Soon as this man loses his life, and this is a worldwide thing and all of this go on, these people come out of nowhere. And they on every news conference, on every this, on every that. And they were all estranged from him. And this is what is giving me. Like, it's just like, if the brother, I don't know to what extent his mental illness or his whatever, I don't know to what it, but first of all, why was he out here by himself? Where was y'all at? Who was he out here with? And what did he go to jail for?
Three-way and talk and see how he's doing.
And talk about some of the mental health challenges that he faced.
Yes, well, I think mental health is a big thing in America, especially among people that look like us. He did have some mental health challenges, but we was dealing with that, and he was trying to get better, and we was trying to help him deal with that.
And you said mental health challenges. challenges did he have, the mental health issues?
I'm not a doctor, so I can't really go into that part, but just depression and things like that.
He didn't know because they wasn't around, in my opinion. That's why he didn't know what kind of illness he had. They wasn't around. He didn't know, in my opinion.
Challenges did he have, the mental health issues?
Yes, so I think mental health is a big thing in America, especially among people that look like us. He did have some mental health challenges, but we was dealing with that, and he was trying to get better, and we was trying to help him deal with that.
When you say mental health challenges, what type of challenges did he have, the mental health issues?
I'm not a doctor, so I can't really go into that part, but
So you can't say if he used to talk to himself, did he used to get naked, take all his clothes off, did he used to walk around with teddy bears, like did he play with fire trucks and army men, like was he a walker, did he pace back and forth, like what was wrong with your brother? You don't have to be a doctor to say like, okay, what mental challenges was he schizophrenic? Like you're talking about yeah, I think he was bipolar. I don't like this.
just depression and things like that.
Let me just say to that note, he was diagnosed as schizophrenia.
What was that?
LaShawn Thompson was diagnosed with schizophrenia.
Okay, so of course the lawyer got his medical records. Of course he done already got that. The brother didn't know. Schizophrenia is nothing to a secret. Why didn't you say your brother was diagnosed with schizophrenia? The attorney knows because he got his medical records.
The jail was aware of his mental health issues when he arrived. So they knew that he had mental health issues and he had schizophrenia. And they housed him in the psychiatric wing to watch him, right? And in that part of the jail, they're supposed to watch inmates every 2 hours to check on them. If you see the photos, and you've seen them, I gave them to you guys, of his body, there is no way that this man was being monitored every 2 hours. It seems like he was monitored for months.
And there's no way people was checking on him. If he had issues and he was in jail and he was by himself, okay, so the people at the jail wasn't checking on him and the family wasn't checking. Wasn't nobody checking on him.
I mean, his body was riddled with bites and insect bites, and his whole torso was filled with these sores. It's just a despicable display. And the photos, again, of the jail cell, if they were checking him every 2 hours, would you see that? This is filth and dirt and feces and food. There is no way they was checking his body every 2 hours in the psychiatric wing.
And you know, in the county, you can have visits. You can have visits in prison. So y'all didn't hear from y'all brother for 3 months. So had y'all, where you got, how long was he even in jail?
Put that man in that cell, left him there to die. And that's exactly what happened. We have hired medical doctors to take a look at this case. We don't have the official reports back yet from them, but we do know that lice and insects can cause an infection in the body, which can cause a cardiac arrhythmia and death. Now, the Fulton County Medical Examiner has said the death is undetermined as far as the actual official cause of death, because they just could not understand what happened to him. When they got there, the man was dead. They saw his body with all these sores and bed bug bites and the infestation, but they could not directly tie that into his death. They had never seen that before. But we have other doctors who have seen that type of death before.
Right, were there any existing health conditions?
No physical health conditions. He had mental health issues. When he walked into the jail in June of last year, he was perfectly healthy, physically healthy. Mental health issues, yes. Physical, there was no issues at all with him at all. He just deteriorated over the 3-month period he was there, and we believe the bed bugs just got worse and worse and worse. His condition got worse. He became infected, and that caused an arrhythmia. There's no other.
How did this happen for 3 months?
Explanation that we can think of.
Now, when the family communicated with him, you said off and on throughout the
They have
time,
been, again,
was there any kind of a cry for help? Was there any kind of a, hey, I'm living in these bad conditions that they got from him?
Well, unfortunately, they couldn't reach him as much as they wanted to in the jail. And he had psychological issues, so he wasn't reaching out to them, right? We feel like what probably happened, he started declining over time, and they left him, he couldn't even get out to make phone calls. They left him in the cell, and his condition got worse and worse and worse until he died. So they didn't know in the last few months that he was declining. They got a call, your brother's dead.
Did they know he was even in jail? Did you know your brother was in jail?
We did not know he was in jail. We talked to him before he got arrested.
Hey, could we learn a little bit more about him? Where was he born and what did he do for a living?
And move to the mic, please. Thank you.
He was born in Winter Haven, Florida, and he worked different jobs like at Publix, the stores, and things of that nature.
How long have you been in Atlanta?
He was in Atlanta back and forth. So for a couple years back and forth, moving back and forth.
35.
And what was the arrest for? How did that happen?
It was a criminal misdemeanor for misdemeanor battery. The Georgia Tech police actually arrested him for some type of misdemeanor battery. So we don't know the full extent of the facts of the arrest, but it was a misdemeanor.
Was he just waiting to go before a judge? Why was he still in jail?
Well, I think that was a hold. He had a lot of criminal history, petty stuff in his past, nothing major. But there was a hold, we believe, in an Alabama jail. So the Fulton County was holding him. We understand to send him to the Alabama facility.
Do you connect those charges with his mental health? In other words, do you think they stem from his mental health?
I think so, and this is the biggest tragedy. It's a great question. The biggest tragedy that we have in this country and in this city is that mental health people are not treated properly. And they get into these situations, they go into a jail, and they can't speak up for themselves. He can't get out. He can't get health care or mental health care on his own. They are charged with, they're holding him, they have to protect him. And he's there and he can't speak out, and they threw him in that cell, left him there to die. So yes, we do believe his mental health issues probably contributed to the petty crime he was committing. Absolutely.
Why are you all speaking right now as far as the timing?
It took time for us to get the documents. He died in September. It took us all this time. We've been going back and forth with the county for them to release the jail incident reports, the medical records. We finally have the information now. Now we're making it public.
Hey, Nico. How you doing? You guys, this is sad. How does stuff like this happen? How does stuff like this happen? His poor family knowing is the way he died. Was this man in solitary confinement? Well, it sounds like he was in an area from what they're saying. It sounds like he was in an area it was supposed to have been, I guess, an area or a location of the jail for people with like different, probably like mental stuff or whatever. But from the pictures, he was in the cell by himself, but he just wasn't in a unit or whatever by himself.
Can you talk about the lawsuit you're asked in this?
Well, we have not filed a lawsuit yet. Today is about bringing awareness to the issue, asking for a criminal investigation, and asking for the jail to be shut down. Let me reiterate, Patrick Labat.
Oh, they said they knew he was in jail. They said they knew he was in jail.
The sheriff has asked for a new jail. We believe that he is correct. You saw these pictures. They need a new jail. These are deplorable, horrible conditions that our citizens do not deserve.
So you don't believe this is an isolated incident?
No way. There's no way. I mean, look, I filed too many cases against Fulton County Jail. I have several cases going right now. You guys have covered them. It is a situation there that needs to be resolved systemically. I can only take one case at a time, but the jail is in deplorable conditions. I mean, the sheriff is talking about the inmates are making weapons. You may have covered this story. They're making weapons and shanks from the building crumbling and killing each other. I mean, it's just a horrible situation, and the jail needs to be closed down. We're right here in front of the Fulton County Commission. I hope they're watching. Close the jail. Close the jail and build a new one.
And what should they do with the inmates while the jail is closed?
Well, I mean, that's a situation they have to figure out. There are plenty of feeder jails in the state of Georgia, I would imagine, that can take them. We have the Atlanta City Jail here. They've been negotiating with the house inmates there, not too far from us here. So I'm sure there are ways to keep the inmates safe, but they're certainly not safe where they are, right? They're dying where they are. So put them somewhere else where they can be safe until they build a new facility. Absolutely.
And do you plan on filing a lawsuit? If so, when?
We do plan on filing a lawsuit. Once we hear back from our medical doctors who have evaluated the death in this case to confirm that it was the bed bugs and the infestation, then we'll be filing the lawsuit. Yes, against the...
Oh, so I'm thinking that the brother said, maybe I heard it wrong then. I'm thinking that the brother said, like, what, 3 weeks? What was it about 3 weeks? I'm going to have to go back after this and watch. Well, my bad if they didn't know he was in jail. That's messed up. But I don't know. Why wasn't they looking for him? Why did they let 3 months go by without being in touch with him if he's having mental problems and from Florida? They live in Florida and he live in Atlanta.
Sheriff and the officers
Will
involved.
you be asking for anything money-wise?
Well, I mean, I'm sure money would probably be a component to it. I mean, unfortunately, people don't wake up until you make them, right? If they're not going to build a jail, maybe they get enough judgments against them, they have no choice. It's cheaper to probably build a new jail than to constantly pay out all these different lawsuits that they're having to pay out. So we definitely want them to make changes. So we want changes to be made, and we want a criminal investigation to be filed. We spoke with Fonnie Willis, her office. They're going to look into it. But this is not about money today. This is about bringing awareness to this horrible, deplorable jail and making changes.
You said you have been talked to the DA?
Yes, I have some people I know over the DA's office, some of the assistant district attorneys. They have forwarded our request to Fonnie Willis to launch an investigation. Yes. Yes.
Anything else you want to share about his brother? We haven't touched on.
I would just want to say that he loved the city of Atlanta, and he didn't deserve this.
Yeah, I think the main thing, guys, that here, and I know I'm repeating myself, but there has to be changes at the jail. This can happen to anybody's loved one, right? Not everyone is strong enough to make it through life without any mental health issues. That can happen to any of us, or anyone that we know. If you end up in the Fulton County Jail and you have any kind of issue, they don't care. They're not equipped. They're not trained to deal with these people.
That's why I'm not
let
going.
them die, and that just can't be acceptable by our citizens. But thank you guys for coming, and we'll be in touch when we do file a lawsuit in the future.
Yeah, I know y'all aren't finna file a lawsuit. I already know that.
Claiming that he was not given.
Oh, hold on. So they gonna released his autopsy. Hold on.
Released independent autopsy says a Fulton County Jail inmate lost a fifth of his body weight in less than 90 days. That's just 3 months. And that is also what's fueling the Fulton County Jail controversy tonight.
And now the family of LaShawn Thompson, that's his name, is still tormented by their questions after they claim he was eaten alive by bed bugs while in custody. The autopsy listed Thompson's cause of death as severe neglect because of untreated schizophrenia, claiming that he was not given proper medication or care while in jail.
Atlanta News First reporter Zach Summers, he's live at the Fulton County Jail for us tonight. And Zach, it's important to note that the county's autopsy listed his cause of death as undetermined. What does the new report mean for the family?
Well, attorneys for the family of LaShawn Thompson says that this sort of proves what they've already suspected, that the 35-year-old was neglected to death.
How long, Fulton County?
Standing on the steps of the state.
I just knew he was finna come. I just knew he was about to come. I'm so sick of him.
Capitol Monday morning, attorneys for the family of LaShawn Thompson revealed findings of an independent autopsy into the September death of the inmate inside the Fulton County Jail.
Your mental health status should not equal the death penalty. And that's what happened in Fulton County.
In the report, Dr. Roger Mitchell, chair of pathology at Howard University, concluded Thompson died of complications due to severe neglect, that there was evidence the 35-year-old was dehydrated and malnourished, having lost 18% of his body weight in the 3 months he was in custody.
It's enough that the bed bugs and lice sat there and ate my brother to death, but the neglect hurts me the most.
The autopsy noted countless insects found all over Thompson's body, and that his schizophrenia went untreated for weeks, leading to a fatal cardiac arrhythmia.
He was unable to clean his own cell. He was unable to care for himself. It was their responsibility to care for him, and they did not.
The independent autopsy established the manner of death as homicide, adding that Thompson did not receive the necessary medical care, adequate food, water, or shelter to sustain his life. Community leaders demanding Thompson's family be financially compensated. Someone is criminally charged, and legislation is passed to prevent this from happening again.
So if you don't address this issue with LaShawn Thompson, you can be warned that all of the units of the NAACP.
So now the Muslims done came too. Everybody trying to get a piece of this man. This don't make no sense. Now where did they come from? Where did they come from? Now, where was all these people when this man was in jail? Where did these people come from? Came up with this bow tie. Everybody trying to get a couple of dollars. I'm telling y'all.
CP will be knocking on your door to replace you.
And since Thompson's death, at least 3 top jailers have been ousted last month. The Board of Commissioners approved $5 million to improve conditions here at the jail. We're told due to pending investigations and possible litigations, commissioners could not comment further. However, the sheriff did send us a statement saying that he remains committed to making sure Thompson's family gets the answers they need and deserve. Well, I'm in Atlanta. Zach Summers, Atlanta News First.
Thank you, Zach.
This just don't make no sense. This is just embarrassing. This is so embarrassing. But yeah, that's why we don't want to go to jail, yeah.
Okay, if there's one AI site builder you need to meet, it's this dope tech from Wix.
New developments: a Gwinnett County mother accused of helping her kids beat up a teenager is back in jail. Police say this time she let kids use drugs inside her home. Channel 2's Gwinnett County Bureau Chief Matt Johnson is live near Snellville. Matt, neighbors are very concerned for the kids in the house.
That's right. Concern for those kids and concern for their own safety as well. We tried to speak to somebody in the home today, an adult, but she didn't want to be interviewed. Meanwhile, this latest arrest raises some serious questions about what's going on in the home. Barely 7 months after police say she orchestrated a brutal attack on a Little Caesars employee,
I'm thankful that I'm alive.
Jasmine Landers is back behind bars, facing new felony drug charges after what police say they found in her home.
We hear gunshots from there all the time.
Gwinnett County police arrested the 35-year-old mother last week at the same home near Snellville where police say she let children drink and do drugs. Photos from neighbors on Friday show police discovering what they say were THC gummies and psychedelic mushrooms inside the home, along with more evidence that children were using drugs.
I don't understand that. Like, how are you allowing underage drinking and drugs and all of that right there as a mother?
The new arrest comes as Landers awaits trial from charges.
Why does she got a neck like Peach? They need to take her to jail. She giving kids drugs. She got a neck just like Peach. I wonder if they related. Her nostrils flaring a little bit too. I don't know. Let me see. Oh, they live in Atlanta. They probably not related.
Stemming from an attack in March. That's when prosecutors say she coached her children by phone on how to assault a teenage coworker.
I could hear Jasmine saying, "It's the Hispanic, the one without glasses."
Police say Landers' daughter and 2 sons burst through a back door at the Centerville Highway location and kicked the victim until she lost consciousness.
The last thing I remember seeing is literally a boot to my face.
The mother was arrested after that attack, but now faces new felony drug charges and remains held in jail without bond. Her 20-year-old son has been in jail since that Little Caesars attack. It's unclear how many kids are still in the home. Live in Gwinnett County, Matt Johnson, Channel 2 Action News.
Well, that is not a good situation for any of them, though, Matt. Thank you.
This don't make no damn sense. Okay, y'all, we finna head on out, man. I love y'all, and I'm gonna call y'all back tomorrow, and y'all have a blessed night.